right, it's yours truly, David Cardoza on down on the field. It's our conversation with the manager. This conversation with the manager is brought to you by all our friends right here on the NECBL Broadcast Network. Well, Skip, it's been a wild week. It's been a real wild week. It's been a frustrating week for you guys. It all started off Tuesday. It rained out on Tuesday in the game that was supposed to be against Keene. You come back the next day on Wednesday against the Blue Sox. You know, that was a frustrating game. You guys banged out 12 hits but couldn't pull too many runs across. And then Thursday you play against a team that you were supposed to play on Tuesday, but that game was rained out. Is your head spinning yet? And you guys lose to Keene on Thursday, and then you play against North Adams on Friday, and that game's suspended. And then last night a loss against Newport, a 5-0 shutout. Tell us about this frustrating week. You're in the midst of a 3-game losing streak right now. How frustrated are you guys?
I mean, frustrated. I wouldn't say we're there yet. It's a long year. We started out on a high. Now we're starting to go back down the slope. It's not that we're playing bad baseball. I mean, these guys are up there. They're grinding out every at bat. They're running everything out. They're playing hard. They're getting in scoring position. We're just right now. It's just getting that timely hit. And this is the game I love to hate sometimes. It's just, sometimes it doesn't have to be a double in the gap. It just has to be a flare, and you score two. But right now, we just can't seem to get that hit that's going to push the runs across.
Yeah, you start like I said. You started out the season coming out of the gate with three victories. Now you lost 3 straight. Are you in a situation right now where this is like a must-win, where you got to stop the bleeding? Because the year that you had last year, you don't want to revert back to those always.
Well, no, I don't think it's I don't think it's a must-win. Like I said, the guys are playing overall good baseball. And I think if we keep doing the things that we're doing, we're gonna put together wins. Again, it's not that we're playing bad. It's just that we haven't been getting that timely hit. And once we start doing that, you're gonna see us go right back to our ways of winning.
All right. Talk to me about Michael Young's performance, because he went 5 2/3. He only gave up 1 earned run. But he gets the loss. But he pitched pretty well. But his defense didn't help him out too much. Talk to me about that.
Well, as you know, Mike's a strike thrower. When guys are gonna, he does exactly what I want him to do, and that's pitch to contact. Defense needs to play, and if defense doesn't play, every pitcher is going to struggle. And I wouldn't even say it's struggling. I would just say they're gonna struggle to get a win. Mike threw the ball outstanding again. Just the difference between his first start and this start was guys behind him didn't make the plays that they made his last outing. His last outing, I think he got 3 or 4 double plays turned clean. And last night they struggled to get 1 out. Not so much Mike's fault. Everyone's going to make mistakes in the field. And the important thing for me is how do these guys bounce back from that?
Exactly. And talk to me about Tyler Orris. Tyler Orris coming into last night's game hitting .471. Again, Anthony Curtelli was the player of the week at the NECBL last week, hitting .583 and leading the league in RBIs. Talk to me about those 2 guys and their impact in your lineup.
Tyler is he's a guy who's gonna see pitches. He I can't tell you how many times he's just fouls pitches off just to get deep into the count, and then he either comes away with a walk or a hit. It's really big for me to make that starter throw pitches and get to the bullpen as soon as we can. And he's instrumental to making every pitcher throw more and more and more. And Tony, I mean, he's a guy who, it doesn't matter what count, doesn't matter if he has 2 strikes on him, he has a professional approach up there.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was giving Tyler a hard time last night about being from Millersville, being out there in the boondocks out there in Pennsylvania. Talk to me about tonight's starting pitcher, Ryan Frederick. What does he bring to the table here tonight?
Ryan, we wanted Ryan here for exactly this reason. He's capable of doing both. He's capable of coming out of the bullpen and starting. He's been off the mound once this year, and he was outstanding. I think he went 4 or 5 innings against in the comeback win against Plymouth. He was huge in keeping them right where they were for us to start to chip away. I expect a lot of strikes out of him. He's doing the job tonight. That the specific reason why he is a part of the Bay Sox.
Talk to me about the fans last night. We had a big turnout here. Talk to us about what people can expect when they come and see the Bay Sox, when they come to Paul Walsh Field. Talk to me about that and the overall fan experience and the product that we bring here over here in New Bedford.
I think so far the fan base this year compared to last year has been it's been a complete turnaround. They've been here, they've been loud. I like to think that when you come to a game in the NECBL that there's going to be, whether you win or you lose, you're going to see good baseball. You're not going to see a reel for the bloopers. I think so far this year, I think the Bay Sox have done that, and we've overall played great baseball. Defensively, pitching, moving guys over. Again, the only thing is just that timely hit, and when that comes, you're gonna see a lot of big things out of this team.
Okay, and I'm gonna rehash a question on you, Skip, because we didn't get this on the air last time. But who are some of your heroes growing up as a little tyke, and as a manager right now? Who is some of the managers that you look at and say, I want to be, I want to kind of, be like that guy?
Oh, I mean, I don't think as for players, when I was a kid, Pedro Martinez, was the guy that I would always watch. But as a manager, I really, to be honest with you, I really don't want to emulate anybody. I kind of want to just be myself, I'm a player's manager. I'm not the guy who's going to be rah, 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 yelling at you for everything you do. I want to treat these guys like men and, and show them what it's like at the professional level, where more times than not, you're going to have a guy who is a player's guy. And I think you get a lot more out of your players when you manage that way.
Well, Skip, you're doing a great job so far. So far, so good. So this is our conversation with the manager, Skip. Great talking to you. We look forward to talking to you in the future. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
All right.